There's some real money in the room.
Sean Cotton mentioned you in a recent interview that he did. I can't remember who he did it with. What is he talking about, Molly? I mean, why do you think he would mention you publicly? Said you went off on him or something?
He was just asked about Soulja Boy, and I was in the room with Soulja Boy when he was trying to interview him, and so I asked him a question that he couldn't answer, and he got defensive and left.
What do you mean?
I just asked him a question. He called me a weird rapper one time in an interview, and so I've seen him in person. I asked him, why am I a weird rapper? And
do you know
he couldn't answer. I met him like twice.
So for him to call you a weird rapper, you didn't know why he did that?
No, like, I just felt like, I don't know. I really don't fucking know. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a weird rapper. Because that's what he said. I said, why? And he was like, you just a weird rapper, so. That's
what he said to you when you saw him?
Yeah.
And then he just left?
Yeah, he got mad because I tapped my homegirl and I said I should have recorded that. But I was being sarcastic because he records shit. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I should have recorded that. And he got mad, talking about, recorded for what? You a clout chaser. And I'm like, all right, fuck. And yeah.
Was a lot of people in the room?
Yeah.
They saw this?
Yeah. That's why, like, I think in the interview he said, apparently she went around telling people she checked me. I never went around telling people that. But if there was a room full of people, maybe somebody else brought it up.
Do you feel like you checked him?
I just asked the question.
How was your tone, Molly?
Just like this. Why am I a weird rapper? That's how I always talk. I don't know.
He got defensive.
Yep. Literally. I don't know what the fuck. I said, you need a chill pill, you want to hit my blunt? And he was like, I don't need drugs. I'm like, all right, bro. I don't know.
How's your relationship now?
I don't know. I don't know. He walked out the room. I don't know. I didn't care. I just wanted to know why I was a weird rapper. Like, I don't follow him or anything. I've never seen him. Like that was my first time seeing him. So I asked him the question when I seen him. That was it. Like, it wasn't no. He was like, why you gotta ask me in a room full of people? And I'm like, it wasn't me thinking about a room full of people. It was me seeing you and like, oh, let me ask you, because it, you know, that was just it.
Hey, real tone, there's some real money in the room.
What's up, y'all? It's S3nsi Molly. I'm here on the Bob Report with Supreme. Let's go.
For the ones who don't know, tell us where you're from, Molly.
I'm from Arlington, Texas. It's near Dallas. You know, a lot of people don't know what Arlington is, so you gotta say Dallas, and then you gotta be like, it's 30 minutes away from Dallas, but I'm from North Arlington.
North Arlington. What's the I'm from Fort Worth, and I never understood the North and South Arlington. It's just Arlington to us. So explain what's North and South Arlington.
You know, like what school you went to, what side you grew up on. Like, it's just, you know, Arlington big. You can drive 25 minutes and still be in Arlington, you know? Or you can drive 25 minutes and be in Dallas.
Tell us, is the Cowboy Stadium in North Arlington? Or
yeah, the Cowboy Stadium on the north side.
That's North Arlington,
yeah.
Okay. Was it like a lot of violence in Arlington?
I mean, it could have been more, if that's what you want to say. But like, it's nothing crazy. It's always violence, but it's nothing just too crazy. Like, you know how Chicago got violent?
Yeah.
It ain't nothing like that.
What's the craziest thing you've experienced then?
Really just people getting shot.
You saw somebody get shot before?
Yeah, a couple times, and that's probably bad. That's probably the craziest thing to see.
Somebody getting shot. So what inspired you to do music? Like, what made you want to be a rapper?
Well, when I turned 18, I was freestyling just for fun. Am I supposed to look at you at the camera?
Either one, you good.
Okay, but when I was 18, I started freestyling for fun, and then it sounded hard to me, and my friends was like, you should rap. So I started rapping.
So were there any other rappers, female or male, that you looked up to or that inspired you? That you were like, I can do that like she did it, or he hot.
I mean, there was always rappers that I liked growing up and stuff, but I never thought that I could just be like somebody else. I just thought that I could rap, you know?
Yeah. What type of music did you listen to growing up?
Hip hop, rap. I like females. I liked Nicki Minaj. I liked Fergie. I liked Missy Elliott. I liked shit. I listened to Beyonce, but not everything Beyonce dropped, because some of the songs was just too like lovey, like, you know. But I listened to, that was like my younger age, and then when I started getting older, I started listening to Yo Gotti and like Gucci Mane and Chief Keef, Money Man. Who else? Young Thug, shit, 21.
Was some of them, was some of those artists the reason you wanted to start freestyling?
No, what's crazy is when I first started freestyling, I was freestyling on, what's his name? Lil Fo? How you say his name? Lil Fo? Yeah, I used to freestyle on his type of beats. I don't know why, but I did. And then it really wasn't for me, but it taught me how to rap.
Yeah. Okay. How you rap now? Were you rapping like that when you started?
I feel like when I started, well, when I was younger, so I sounded a little bit different, just period. As I grew up, like, I had to find different flows and like different sounds to my liking. At first, I feel like when I first started rapping, I sounded like I was a cheerleader. Like, I felt like my shit was more of a chant than a rap. But when I go back and listen to it, it's still hard. But I just feel like, I don't know. And I started smoking a lot. And I did a couple songs with Hood Rich Pablo Juan. And I was punching in, but I seen how he did it, and I just learned some shit. And so that shit really influenced my flow too.
I've heard a few different artists, a few different rappers use the same flow or sound just like you, male and female. And I thought it was dope. I didn't know where it came from. Can you tell us where you got your flow from?
Well, really my flow just came from me just experimenting and see what I could do, and just people who I listened to and shit. It was just the vibe that I listened to, so it just came about like that. But when I rap, I be chill. I don't have too much energy. I don't be jumping around. I just deliver. But my flow really got inspired from Hood Rich Pablo Juan, Gunu, and like that.
So on the internet, maybe like a year ago, it was other few females saying that you got that flow from them. Some people say you stole Splurge's flow. What do you think about that? And do you feel like you were doing it before any of those other people?
With that being said, is I don't want none of that to be said, but if anything had to be said, I'd rather them say that me and Splurge sound alike, because we used to be together, like we came from the same circle. We no longer talk like that, but like we came from the same circle and we both came up around the same time. But anybody else, I just feel like that definitely came from me.
You feel like you were big enough to influence them, and then when they picked it up, I don't want to say they ran with it, but they used it a lot? Because there's a few, I don't want to say no names, some big artists.
Yeah, like that shit don't even bother me. Like, it don't bother me that people sound like me, because if somebody not copying you, you're not doing it right. But it's just the fact that I never think that I'm the biggest or anything like that, but I do know that my sound, people are influenced by my sound, because when I did it, it wasn't cool at first. A lot of people bashed me for it, and then they started like, oh, okay, I like this, I'm catching on, you know. But
could you tell when people were catching on, and did you hear it out, like in the music world, your flow, and be like, man, that's my shit. Like I know she got that from me.
Yeah, like, so I would hear it at first, and it really wouldn't just too much bother me. Like, I would hear it and I'd be like, damn, that's crazy. But then when people come up to me and be like, damn, that sound like you, or like, have you heard this? Have you heard this song? I'm like, no, like, what is it? And then I'd be like, damn. Like, honestly, it made me feel good about myself.
Would you ever do a song with somebody with the same flow, like on the same type of shit?
Yeah, I got 2 songs with 2 artists that we sound similar.
Oh, on the same record? Mm-hmm. Who are the artists?
Well, I'm gonna just say one. I got one with AR the Mermaid.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Shout out AR the Mermaid.
Yeah.
we'll be in Memphis soon.
We actually recorded at her in Memphis at her crib.
Oh yeah? Mm-hmm. What you think about the Memphis scene?
Damn. Oh. Memphis lit. They always been lit. I don't know. Even when I didn't know like Memphis was lit as a, as a whole, I was listening to a lot of Memphis artists. And then as I got older, I started realizing like, damn, all these people from the same spot.
How many artists have you worked with from Memphis that are down there?
Just two. Just two, yeah.
It's AR the Mermaid and one other person?
Yeah.
Who?
Me and K Carbon work together.
Shout out K Carbon.
Yeah.
K Carbon is how I found out about all of them girls down there. She was the first one that I heard.
Yeah, it's wild because like a year ago, Hit Kid, what's his name? Hit Kid, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He sent me one of their songs. I think it was Set the Tone. And I didn't realize it was multiple girls. Like, cause when I clicked it, I had listened to just like one part real quick. And I replied back, I was like, that's hard. He was like, it's multiple girls. So I went back and I listened to it. I was like, oh yeah, that's fire. And then I followed, I don't remember who I followed. I followed one of the girls cause I had seen their ad name. And then a few months later, they all just started turning up. I was like, damn, that's lit.
Would you do something like that with females here in the DFW Metroplex? Cause it's a bunch of y'all.
No.
Why not?
They came up together. It's a different story. Like they been together, they been working. Like, once you already have some shit, I don't want to build nothing new with nobody else. I got Brooke, and that's about it.
You wouldn't do a song with like just say you.
That's different. You said would I do something like what they doing? Like that's different. I might do something like that if it made sense.
Yeah.
But group, well, they not a group, but you know what I mean. Like they came up together, so they bond is different. They relationship is different.
Who would you work with out here? Like who would you be okay with doing a few songs with in the DFW Metroplex? Female.
I'll do a song with Tay Money.
Okay. Who else?
I need another lighter. I do a song with Asian Doll.
Okay.
Shit, I don't really know.
That's it?
I gotta meet more people from out here. Like I don't wanna just say I'm gonna do a song with people because I don't know people like that out here, honestly.
What about Erica Banks? You wanna do nothing with Erica Banks?
If she wanted to work with me.
Okay.
That's just not something that, you still recording?
Yeah.
That's just not something that just came off the top of my head. But if it was in the works and it made sense, for sure.
Were you ever a stripper?
Yeah, for about a year.
How was that experience of S3nsi Molly? What was your stripper name?
Molly.
Just Molly?
Yep. I've always been Molly. That was me. I go by Molly. Molly in the streets, Molly in the club, Molly on the stage. That was just me.
How was your experience as a stripper, and how old were you when you started stripping?
I was 18, and it was like, it was whatever to me. I really went, just made my money, minded my business, and then went home. Like, I never really had no issues. Like when sometimes the club was slow, I would go home. I ain't even finna do that shit. Or sometimes the club was fast, and I'll make a whole bunch of money, and I'll go back in the back and chill. But I don't know, I never just really was too deep into the club to feel some sort of way about it.
How long were you dancing?
How long did I dance? Yeah. About a year. I went like at least 3 times a month.
So you said that when you were 18, you started freestyling. When you were 18, you started stripping.
Yeah, so I started dancing like a month after I turned 18.
You had to be one of the first stripper turned rappers out. I literally used to dance to my first songs. You used to dance to your own song?
Yeah, like I got this song out. It's old. I dropped it in 2018. It's called Solo. And I used to dance to that song.
So what led you from the taking your clothes off stage to the rocking the mic stage?
Shit, I always wanted to be in entertainment. It's not that I wanted to be a stripper. It was just the fact that I got introduced to it with somebody else.
Yeah.
So my ex, my ex-boyfriend's older sister, they lived with me. Like, he was my ex at the time, but I had love for him. So, and they had some shit going on, so they stayed with me. But she came home like, my friend too scared to dance. I'm scared to dance by myself. I was like, fuck it. I just turned 18. I need some money. I'll go with you.
That's how you got into dancing?
Yeah. It was never my idea.
Yeah.
But she got pregnant the first week. Well, she found out she was pregnant the first week. So she stopped, and I was like, man, I made $1,000 the first day. I ain't finna stop. So I just danced. I ran it up, went home. Ran it up, went home.
You were going every day?
No, I told you I went like 3 times a month. Bro, it's like, is it my luck or something? You seen that lighter going out too? Damn. All right, let's go.
So, you went 3 times a month, and what do you think you was bringing in?
Like, so my thing was I'd run up like 4 bands and then go home. When it's going low, I'm gonna go back to the club. Like, that was just my thing. I didn't ever want to go all the time and just be a dancer, you know?
You living at home with your parents, right?
Yeah.
Did they know you were dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, were you recording songs at the time?
Yep.
Like in the studio?
Yep.
So you would go dance at the strip club and you would also go hit the studio?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
What?
I would record.
You told yourself to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. What was your mindset? Like, how did you know all right, I'm gonna go get this money doing this, and I'm also, cause were you spending the money that you made dancing to pay for studio time, or you got it for free?
And my studio time was for free. I really recorded at the crib most of the times, but my brother Focus, he would record me at the crib, and Official, they had all the studio shit, so they were really one of the first people to just let me record for free. But no, I was spending the money on everybody else. Like, the people around me, they called me Mama Molly because I took care of everybody. They would come to my house and I'd make sure they ate. Like, I was just taking care of everybody else and making sure shit was straight.
What's your nationality?
Black and white.
You're black and white?
My daddy black, my mama white.
And you grew up in a 2-parent household, both your parents?
No. I grew up with both my parents, but not in the same household.
So
you know, like, it was separated.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who is your manager?
Right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Nobody is my manager right now. I am my manager. I got an assistant, and that's about it right now.
We've all saw good TV present throughout your career. He's not your manager anymore?
Nah, we still cool. We locked in, but he's not my manager.
You made that decision on your own?
Yeah, it was about time for me to just go my own way.
Do you feel like you need a manager?
Right now, I feel like the right manager.
Are you looking for a manager?
I'm not looking for a manager. But if the right manager comes along, of course. But right now, the way that I'm handling stuff with my assistant is we getting stuff done. Of course, having somebody that's like locked in and reaching out for me would be good, but not just anybody. So
it's basically just you and your assistant?
Yeah, and like people I'm connected with, you know, locked in with, you know, like networks.
Who are you connected with in the industry outside of the area that you come from?
Shit. A lot of people. But like with me saying that is, I'm saying like the people that I met when I was signed with Def Jam, I still have their numbers. I still have people like to help me in the marketing area, if that makes sense.
Yeah. How long were you signed to Def Jam?
2 years.
You how did that come about? Because most artists, I don't know of any other artists from Arlington for sure that's been ever signed to Def Jam. How did that happen?
Well, I had dropped my first project. It was called In Full Effect, and that was May 23rd in 2018. And on that project, it had 223. So when we dropped that, people was reaching out, but we weren't really just paying too much attention because that was my first project. I'm like, man, that shit not real. Like, you know, I don't know what the fuck going on. Then we finally shot the video. And
that was to the song 223.
Yeah, so when we shot 223, after we dropped it, bro, I don't know what the fuck happened, but everything just started going crazy. Really, the first step was we had went on live. We had like 30 people on live. We were listening to the song, me and Brooke. And one of them 30 people was a fan, so they screen recorded us and sent it to our DM. So we posted it on Twitter. We woke up to 1 million views on Twitter. We like, damn, let's go shoot the video. So we shot the video, and then the video started blowing up, and then labels just started reaching out. And
so you wrote the song when you recorded it.
we didn't write. We punched in the song.
Oh, you just went in the
That
booth
was our first time ever punching in a song like without writing.
You didn't write it, nothing.
No.
And put it on Twitter from a screen record from a fan. Woke up and it was viral.
Yes.
Go shoot the video. I remember that video. It was like by a pool or something, right?
Yes.
The video go viral. After that, everybody started hitting y'all up.
Yes.
Organic.
Yes.
How does that make you feel that you being a female, in a heavily male field, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and you popped off like that by yourself?
I don't know. It was lit. It's still lit. You know, a lot of people don't know my journey, but you know, if it's not for them to know, it's not for them to know. But I just feel like my journey alone was big, and it's still going. So it's just the fact that the beginning of my journey has so much to talk about. I don't know what the hell the rest of it's gonna have. You know.
You being signed to Def Jam for 2 years. You say you obtained certain contacts and networks. Why are you not signed to Def Jam anymore?
I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be signed with them no more. They tried to negotiate our contract and make it work in my favor, and I just begged them to let me go. It took 3 months for them to let me go, but they eventually let me go.
Without any recourse? You didn't have to pay anything? Or
no, because...
Or did you drop music immediately after?
Basically, because me and Brooke were signed, so...
Oh, they signed both of y'all?
Yeah. So with that being said is they had broke the contract, so they had to renew the contract, you know, like with them breaking it. Mm-hmm. So that's why I don't have any, what you want to call it, repercussions? Mm-hmm. That's what you call them? Yeah. Did
any other labels reach out to you once everybody saw that you wasn't signed to Def Jam anymore?
Yeah, I still have labels reaching out to me. Major is not where I want to go right now. Like, I don't know, last year I went back to South by Southwest, mm-hmm. and it was crazy because I had this lady from RCA. She was stalking, well, not stalking my page, she was watching my page to see where I was performing at. She was coming to all my shows and she was like, yeah, I work with RCA, da 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 da. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But yeah, I done had a few reach out. Why
you don't want to sign with nobody? Especially like so you ain't talking about no subsidiary labels, you talking about like the big dogs be at you. Why don't you want to sign? Are they not offering anything that's sweet enough?
I just feel like I ain't had enough time to be me. Like, I done experienced Major for 2 years, and it was right before COVID, so I'm pretty sure that I didn't get the best experience or the full experience, but I just know that's not what I want right now. Maybe in a year or two, my mind will change, but I don't want nothing major.
So when you drop music or when you do anything, everything coming straight to you?
Yeah. And the producers, you know, I do 50 splits with my producers.
Do you feel like you've learned the business? How long have you been in the business? How long have you been rapping?
Well, I'm 24. I started rapping when I was 18, so 6 years.
Do you feel like you've learned enough to obtain a career by yourself without a label?
Well, I'm doing it right now. Without no like big marketing or promo or anything. I still have organic fans, organic streams. So imagine if I did just do that extra push and everything. So yeah.
Okay. Big Soulja Boy. We've saw y'all together on the internet a few times. Can you explain y'all relationship?
We cool. He a friend.
Have you done music with Soulja Boy?
Yeah, we got a song together. It's called 50 Shades.
Well, did y'all record it together? No?
No, actually that's crazy because that song, I had did shrooms for the first time and I went to the studio in LA and I recorded
you did what?
Shrooms.
Okay.
Mushrooms, you know?
Got you.
I did those for the first time, and then I went to the studio in LA and I recorded that song, and I was like, damn, I like this song. And that's how I named my last project. That was my first independent project I put out. It was called 50 Shades of Paid, and that's it. But then, I just sent him the song, he recorded it. He actually recorded it on FaceTime. Like, he recorded it in the microphone, of course, but he recorded it while we was on FaceTime.
How'd you meet Soulja Boy?
Through Gutter.
Gutter TV?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have y'all been cool?
Who, me and
You and
Gutter?
Soulja,
2 years.
Yeah. What all big artists have you worked with?
I got a few songs that I have never put out because I ain't never really finished them or just been too satisfied by them. But I've worked with Block Boy, I've worked with Trippy, Pablo Juan, Cutiful. Who else? Well, Soulja, of course. I think that's really it.
Who all have you been in the studio working with?
All those people besides Soulja.
And you punched in every time by yourself?
Yeah.
So you write everything by yourself?
Yes.
Nobody helps you?
Nah, like, maybe I'll yell at Focus when he recorded me and be like, hey, give me a word that rhyme with this, or like, give me a scenario that I could talk about. But like, I never just get bars from people.
So you doing all that by yourself?
Yes.
And you don't write nothing?
No.
Okay.
Let me think. I wrote one song on my project last year, Moneybag, but when I write a song, I don't write a song to a beat. Like, I just write the song. Just whatever my mind is thinking, I'll put it in my notes and I'll find the beat later and maybe I'll just change it to go with the beat, you know? But I can never just write a song to a beat in the studio. I don't know.
What artists do you want to work with?
I want to work with Lil Baby, Future, shit. Yeah, it's a lot of people. Summer Walker.
Have you reached out to any of them?
No, I reached out to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne liked my message, and then he didn't say nothing else.
What?
But go ahead.
You got enough motion on Instagram to get some hit back?
Yeah, you know, like I know people, but I don't just reach out to when it's time, if that makes sense, you know?
So you
Damn, what?
No, so what's wrong with you reaching out to those artists if you want to work with them?
Nothing's wrong with reaching out. It's just the fact that I like everything to be organic, you know, authentic. So it's like, if you want to work with me, you're going to want to work with me. I don't like nothing to be like forced or, you know, because I don't really just like when people be like, I don't know them and they be like, come on, let's get in the studio. I want to, you know, meet you or something first. I don't know. Do
you get a lot of like up and coming artists that reach out to you to do music? Like for features?
Somewhat, you know, like up and coming as like they're just up and coming or like they're known and up and coming. You know what I'm saying?
Like either one.
Well, really, it's just a lot of artists, new artists, they do come to me for features. I do a lot of features.
You charge?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, but like if somebody hard and they send me a song, I'm gonna fuck with them. I done did like 3 verses for free just because niggas is hard, you know?
Yeah. Do you have any beef in her Molly?
Hey, y'all know that TikTok where it be like, if there's any drugs in the house, let me know. But like if there is, let me know. Like, I don't know, I ain't got no smoke with nobody out here. But if it's otherwise,
has any female artist, rapper ever came for you?
Came for me?
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Like on the internet or like said your name in a disrespectful manner?
Nah.
That you feel like you had to defend?
Nah.
You plead the fifth?
I mean, no, I don't really ever feel disrespected because I don't disrespect people. I don't beef with people. Like, I'm a factual person. Like, I like to just say facts. You know, I don't beef with anybody. So if anybody tries to disrespect me, it don't work. I don't let them disrespect me.
Do you get a lot of rappers in your DM trying to holler at you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Explain, Molly.
What? We all human. We all grown. You know, we all have emotions. So, you know.
How many, not how many. Who's the biggest rapper ever been in your DM where you was like?
I'm not even finna. I ain't even finna green light nobody. I got you, bro.
Was it somebody big though? Like big rappers in your DM?
No. Yeah, but we ain't gonna expose.
You gotta say no names.
Yeah.
What rappers, actors, athletes have you dated?
None.
Molly, are you telling us the truth on the body report?
Tommy too.
Shout out Tommy too. Outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
I ain't date none of these niggas. None of these niggas mine.
Already. Okay. None of them yours. So you single?
No.
You not single?
I don't know.
What?
Fuck, I hate that question, y'all. I do. It's like I'm not single. I do fuck with somebody, but we in the process of trying to be in a relationship, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Okay.
Damn, I hate that question.
Why?
Cause I don't know.
You feel
it's like when I like people, I don't like to like people, so I be trying to avoid it. That's just why I'm not in a relationship, because I be trying to avoid feelings, if that makes sense.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you want children?
Yeah, I want 3.
Do you have any?
Nope.
So you got to get a man, or you don't have to get a man?
I got a man.
You just said you don't know if you single.
But we been locked in. That's, you know, I got his back, he got my back. Like, you know, it's what's understood don't got to be explained.
How long has this been going on, Molly?
4 years.
Couple years?
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
That's
on and off.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna throw a couple names out there, and you can either explain in one word or you can explain however you want to when I say the names. Okay. Madonna.
Superstar.
Biggie Smalls.
Legend.
Barack Obama.
First black president. And what's on my Lambo? What's that song? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but that's what I think about.
Cardi B.
Lit bitch. Oh, this a jail call.
You got a jail call, y'all.
Collect call from.
We can finish. I'm just gonna answer.
An incarcerated individual at Tarrant County Jail.
All right.
Molly got a jail call, y'all.
I'm sorry, y'all.
We're gonna keep the camera rolling on the vibe report. You wanna keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
I got a couple more words.
Okay.
Beyonce.
I don't know. First word I thought I was just beehive, but she's a diva.
Porn.
Porn?
Porn.
I think about like they be faking. Like it be interesting, but they be faking. I don't know. That's just what I think about.
Okay.
New credit or debit card number to please
What do you
enter
think
your
about
card
the beach?
expiration date by entering the 2-digit number.
A beach?
Correct. Please press
Getting drunk and just relaxing.
Please enter the 5-digit billing zip code associated.
I'm back.
You just received a jail call on the Bobby report, Molly.
Yeah.
Is that the guy that's your guy?
And I can't even just talk about that. You know, that's somebody else's business.
Excuse me?
I can't talk about that.
So that ain't him?
I don't want to talk about that.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years, Molly? Like, what are your ultimate goals?
Well, in 3 years, I want to have my first kid and I want to buy my first house. I live in a house right now, but I rent a house. I don't know why the fuck. I should have did rent to buy, but I didn't really have no credit or nothing when I moved into it. But I want to have a nice house. And I want to have a nice clothing brand. What else do I want? And this is like, it's gonna happen. It's already in the works, but it's gonna be big where everybody can see it. And I just wanna have a bigger bond with God and just my family.
What's your religion?
I don't really like to say that. I believe in God, but I be feeling like everybody has their own gods, their own beliefs, you know? I guess you could say Christian, but I don't just do everything a Christian would do, if that makes sense. So I don't like to call myself a Christian, but I do believe in God, in my God.
What do you think about the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene as of now?
I think that we all got our own motion and we all lit, but we don't come together. And I don't really feel like it's a hating thing between the artists. I feel like, I feel like it's the fans. They just really go with what's hot and they don't just stick to, you know, I don't know if that makes sense. Let me try to see.
You said the fans, they don't really go with
like,
what's hot.
You know, when somebody is coming up, the fans stick to them. When they see somebody else, they gonna move to them. You know, some might stay with that with that artist, but they gonna move to the next one. So it's like we all got motion, we all move around. But in the city, they forget about you because new people come up. But you know, you still have people that's over here that's still fucking with you. So here you might not be what you are to the city, but you go over here and then you're something else. You know, just because it's somebody new that the fans are attracted to.
Would you, you mentioned like the artists don't work with each other out here. Would you be down to like work with other artists?
Yeah,
like the whole area?
I ain't gonna lie, I've been trying to be more like just open to people and things, but it's hard when people don't have pure intentions or, you know, it's just when they have a lot of people around them in their heads and shit. I don't like to be around too many other energies and shit, if that makes sense.
Do you still rap with Brooke?
Yeah.
Y'all still locked in?
Yep. We just haven't dropped. We dropped a song called 762 Freestyle a few months ago. We shot a video, but we didn't really like the video and we didn't redo it. But we got more music, just haven't dropped it.
Do you have any music out now, like album?
Yeah, of course. I got independently.
Yeah.
I got 50 Shades of Paid. That's what I released last year on my birthday, and then I got Resilient. I released it December 30th of last year, also. What was I gonna say? Oh, and I just dropped a song the other day. It's called Adderall Orange. I just really dropped it because it's spring break, and I'm like, fuck it, y'all need something. But I be having fun with this shit. My last project, it was a lot of thought put into it. If you actually listen to it, you can hear the improvement between my last tape and that tape. And just, I threw a couple different vibes on there. But yeah.
The different producers you work with, are most of them from the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
A few of them, yes, and then it's like half of them here, and then half of them are from overseas.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. They just send me beats, and they hard. I just link up. I mean, well, I just don't link up. I guess lock in, yeah.
So.
Hey, real tone, it's some real money in the room.